One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Here we are in the departure lounge, waiting to check in now for Blood, Sweat and Gear's big road trip. We're flying to India, Delhi first, and then we're going on the adventure in the sky with Global Enduro. A bit nervous to say the least.
Okay, so.
Approved ID photos. Mart, what's happening? What's happening?
Guys, obviously we've all met each other last night, but just take this opportunity to introduce ourselves, introduce the team. Obviously, or I hope you know, I'm Alex, I'm your team leader. I'm going to be looking after you for the next 12 days or so, the next couple of weeks, making sure you get through the trip safely. You've got to remember these bikes are 1950s design bikes. They've got drum brakes. That's one of the first things you're going to notice. You're going to think the brakes don't work. The brakes do work, okay? But you just have to apply them differently. There's nothing instant. However, on this bike, if you pull the front brake, okay, it will lock up the front wheel. So if you're behind a bus or a truck or a car, get on the horn. Now, what should happen, and I'm saying should happen, is they use hand signals, okay? So if you're behind a bus or a truck or even a car, what will happen is blow the horn. Just keep blowing the horn. It's almost like an annoyance to the driver, and generally what will happen, he'll put his hand out, okay? And he'll just put his hand out like that, and that means I see you, I know you're there, okay? And then what he'll do is he'll just little flick of the hand and he'll wave you on. Golden rule: get on the horn, okay, and sit well back. If the right indicator goes on, it means I'm turning right, or it means you can overtake. Again, it's your call. It's up to you. If you're not sure, just hang back and wait and see what happens. And when a bus or a truck flashes its lights, I strongly advise you just to get out of the way. You are going to have to run off the road, okay? And they will run you off the road. There's no question. So you have to give way to them. It's just the way it works. Okay, so anybody flashes their lights or you're coming towards a gap, okay, just back off, okay? And just let them come through. Because let's say the buses and the trucks are, they have right away. It is really all about safety, okay? And when you see where we're going to go over the next 10 days, it's just incredible, you know. You've got half-mile drops. If anyone goes over there and you're not with anybody, or you have an accident, or even if you just run off the road into a ditch, no one's going to know you're there, okay? So pick someone, whether it's your roommate or whatever. It doesn't have to be, but I really do not want to see anybody riding on their own. You cannot ride on your own, so buddy up with someone, okay? And the two of you ride together.
It's certainly weathered a bit, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
Okay, so where's reverse?
There we go. Yeah. Most important one.
My bike looks like a beautiful, if slightly worn old woman. But I think we're going to fall in love, the two of us. I think I'll call her Betty.
It's an old steed, isn't it? So It's not what I'm used to. It's just a bit, yeah. But yeah, I'm all right with it. I'm all right. Just get to grips with the thing. That's the main problem, I think.
Yeah, it'd be the first time I properly rode a bike. Near enough, yeah.
How do you feel now that you've just been to the briefing and you've probably seen a bit of the traffic as well?
Nervous, yeah. But somebody who suffers from overconfidence probably drives their car too fast. It's probably the best place for me to be honest, is to be nervous, I reckon.
Single cylinder, 350 4-stroke, kickstart. One of the major differences, obviously, that you're going to notice is that the gear change is on the other side and it's upside down. Okay, and just to confuse things, and the brakes on the left.
This is the warm-up day of the first day. People getting accustomed to the bike. We're leaving Narkanda. We're doing a 50-kilometre run. People will be quite nervous. We're going to fuel up first, take them on a quick run around the valleys, and hopefully they'll get used to the bike.
Right, here's the deal. There's petrol in the tank, but the pump's broken. Okay, they're waiting on a part coming from Shimla, but he said it could be 2 hours, it could be 6 hours. Okay, we don't know. But what he says, at some point today it will be fixed. But right now we cannot draw any fuel. We've got maybe about 2 litres in each bike, because when we bring them up we transport them dry, so we just put in enough to get them started. So there's a fuel station 40 kilometres from here, and now we don't know if we'll get there or not. But what we're going to do is it's downhill. It's genuinely downhill all the way. Okay, so we're going to head for that fuel station. Okay, now Sam's going to run ahead, and he's going to get there and he's going to fill a can. So anyone that runs out, okay, just come back and top you up. Okay, it's just part of the adventure. Okay, and it's India. So on the warm-up day, you're getting a taste of what lies ahead. So if you run out, don't panic, because the back markers will be with you. Okay, and we'll get the Jeep to come back and top you up, and we'll go to another fuel station. Are we all up for it? Yeah. Okay, let's do it.
Nice being back on the old thing from last year, so yeah, loving it to bits.
It's like when you go down the hill, you don't get you get a lot of wind, but it's like being in a hot hairdryer.
There's this one spot, just one spot for about 400 yards.
It's a new me coming.
It was good. Having a lot of fun trying to not find the 600 neutrals that are in the box. And you got to plan your gear changes. You got to be in the right gear. You can't just do it quickly because it goes wrong. Because you do, left foot does what the right foot does.
Any scary moments?
Yeah, some guy was overtaking on the right in the Jeep. He had no reason to and pushed me off the road, but you know, c'est la vie. That's what it is. But it's.
How's Betty treating you?
Betty and I are an item. We're tight. I'm gonna have to go home and beg my wife to forgive me for my relationship with Betty. Is what I'm gonna have to do.
Unless you see it, you don't believe it, do you? It's absolutely beautiful. And as I say, it's just the culture, everything. It's just, words can't explain it.
Talking of culture, how do you find their culture of driving?
You just have to get on with it. If the minute you question yourself, can I do it, can't I do it, the opportunity's passed. You know, you've got to be determined. Like here now, in the garage, you've just got to go to the pump. I won't fill in next. Because they'll just fill whoever's standing there. Yeah.
Oh. Typical Himalayas, typical India.
What's happening?
We've just pulled at a fuel station and we're all awaiting fuel, and it's the hottest time of the day. They haven't run out of fuel, but they have run out of electricity. So we can't get any fuel because there's no power.
We are taking this road kilometers further, the main highway, then taking off-road. That is almost close to 40 kilometers to reach Narkanda. All through these orchards, apple orchards, cherry orchards, and then loads of villages and stuff like that. It's a wonderful ride.
Cheers. It's as strong as it gets. Alright, just need an haircut. It's warm today, gents. Pardon? I haven't got the faintest idea, no. This is a new route. This route's never been done before, only by Alex and Sam. So we're very new to this one, as opposed to the rest of the team. However, Alex and Sam live here, so they know the route, and they say it's one of the best. So the heat's quite bad at the moment. It's the hottest that Shimla's ever had in 40, 50 years or something like that. So have you got number 2? Yeah? Good man.
trouble is you just don't know. It's the mixture of the climate, the temperature.
Yeah. It's everything, isn't it? I think?
This is the equivalent of Indian Vidal Sassoon. Need some more sun cream now, lads. Yeah, Alex, Alex. Alex is
Alex, just keep that one.
You can always count on the team.
Just like a police.
Yeah. It's like a yard brush, is that? Do yard at home with it.
What is Jesus. See, you were riding British bikes.
Yeah! Number one!
It was certainly a warm-up. Wow, it was hot out there. And knackering. Absolutely shattered. I can't imagine what it's going to be like to ride 4 times as far as that tomorrow. It's almost made me more apprehensive. Traffic wasn't too bad, so that was a good thing. Couple of near misses, but the horn works.
Absolutely brilliant. Didn't like the chai though. Not too keen on that. Chai, I'm not happy about that stuff. So have a beer at the end of the day. But absolutely tough.
Oh, it's... Well, you've got to keep your eyes ahead on the road all the time, but you just see yourself go like that, looking around, and you think, well, I'm going to look there, you've got to concentrate. But as I say, it's just, you could stop every 5 minutes and just take it in. It's just beautiful, isn't it? It's something, well, I'm glad I've come to see, and it's another one in the tick box, isn't it? Yeah, it's superb.
10 points for comfort. Suspension is nice. What else? Handling and flickability, terrific. Brakes, better than we thought they would be. Gearbox, no comment. So that's about it. Maybe tomorrow will be better on the gearbox. It's a learning curve, steep.
And how have you found it, your sudden grasp of having to go out there and ride? What's your feeling, the sense of actually being out there on the trails?
It wasn't as... tomorrow I'm probably going to fall because I said this. It wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. The bike handles these dirt tracks a lot better than we thought it would be. So, all good, all good.
Really, really nice, really friendly. I think once you understand that the horn beeping is not an aggressive thing, it changes the whole kind of dynamic of what's going on, and you're kind of pipping at people when they've moved over and they'll pip back, and like the kids on the streets, just everyone's waving, and you're kind of in two minds whether you're coming up to a corner, whether you actually give them a little wave, or you just kind of think, I'll take that corner probably.
My name's Daniel Fernandez. I'm from Medellin, Colombia. I just flew all the way to here to have the most terrific experience I've ever seen in my life, I've ever had in my life. It was the scariest thing I've ever done. I almost ran into a bus, went off a cliff, went down. The chai didn't go too good. I'm probably gonna have an upset stomach today. The dinner last night was awful, and no, I'm kidding. It was great. It was awesome. The bikes are awesome. They're fun to ride. The scenery is incredible. The guys I'm riding with, they're all great guys. I'm just gonna wait for tomorrow. I was terrified at the briefing today. Completely terrified. First thing is that I need to learn how to ride on the other side of the street. Where I'm coming from, we ride on the wrong side of the street, so it's a little bit complicated for me. Well, if the first day was like this and it was the scariest thing I've ever done in my life, I don't want to get on that bike again. I'm gonna get on the support truck with you. I want my money back, Jamie.
Thank you. Where's Madam and Kid? That's homemade. Yeah.
Manali was very popular in the 70s. Apparently the Beatles and the Rolling Stones spent a bit of time there, so it'll give you an idea what the place is like. We should get into Manali around about 5 o'clock, guys. It's 220 kilometres. It's a really good day today. What we're going to do is we're going to go back the way we went yesterday, onto the main highway, and then there's a left-hander that we need to mark. We'll do a little regroup there. It's about 30 kilometres, and it'll probably get quite warm again, but then we're going to climb, and we do a pass called Juluri Pass, which is at 3,400. And then we're going to drop back down to a place called, we're going to head to a place called Aut, and that's A-U-T. We'll do a regroup there because as we get into Aut, there's a tunnel, okay, and it's it's a 3-kilometre tunnel. Okay, so what everybody needs to do is just be aware of traffic when you go into this, and it's one of the strangest tunnels. Not that I'm an expert on tunnels, but it goes round corners and up and down hills. Okay, so it's and you get vehicles in it with no lights. Okay, and parts of the tunnel are unlit. Okay, so you have to be very, very careful in it. Okay.
Start of another wonderful day. Am I ready for this? I don't know. Okay, we're on day 4 now, and this is where the enduro really starts. We're in the support vehicle, the forward marshal's vehicle with Sam. Now, yesterday was more of a bit of a shakedown for the riders and the teams and us as well on the filming, and it's supposed to be like, well, it was classed as an easy day, and I think it took a few of the riders a bit by surprise. But they got 240 kilometres today. Some good elevation changes. We've got a 3-kilometre tunnel. I think the riders are going to be really tested quite a bit today, so it's going to be pretty interesting for them. Also, a lot of the riders were saying they probably didn't get a lot of sleep last night. A few of them have already started taking altitude sickness tablets, or whether it's down to jet lag. I haven't taken any altitude sickness tablets yet, and I didn't have a very good sleep myself, so I think it may have been just a bit of jet lag that might have been kicking in. So that's day 4 now of our Himalayan adventure.
With the bandito.
The bit over Juluri Pass is going to be something which may bother few riders. It's quite steep, maybe the steepest we will do in this coming 2 weeks. But yes, it's beautiful. You are going to love it. Horns.
Yes.
That's the most important part of the vehicle. See, I love my horn. I love the voice of this. Everybody likes it. Nobody minds.
And what's it actually saying to the other drivers?
It's like, hi, I'm there. Get lost. Just. Same, but I mean, even you people go by back at home because still we are following the same rules that were supposedly given to us by the British people before 1947. But then anybody hardly follows rules. So it's more of like, you have to just rely on your inner conscious, bit of common sense and loads of luck, and just be prepared. I just started from my home. My wifey wished me luck. My 7-month-old baby smiled at me. That Bugger, you are going on roads, typical Indian mountain roads. So be safe. I don't know what's going to happen. Let's see.
Oh, it was brilliant, mate, I tell you. It was so funny. Coming around this corner, there's a couple of army trucks and a bus all hitting together at the same time. And then there was 2 cows, I suppose you can only say they were lovemaking, running up the road straight at us like that, you know what I mean? So you got the truck and the 2 cows, the dogs, a few monkeys and stuff. Mental. Absolutely crazy. Something funny though, beautiful road. You know, you just don't get them in England. Fantastic.
I
know, it's instinct, yeah.
I was thinking actually, what's the point?
What's the point?
He's going to plough straight into him if he's going to do anything.
So I went wide, unfortunately stayed on.
Yeah.
Again. Not for the first time.
What was the problem with the throttle? Was you doing it on the way down, or was
I'm not the mechanic. I don't know. I didn't realise until I came to stop. Yeah, I don't think there was a problem until I came to stop. There's enough throttle there, and then all of a sudden it starts to race up more.
We've just got ahead of the rest of the crew at the minute, and we've Sam stopped with some people, you know, and they've just invited us in, made us some tea, really welcoming, and what a great place to sit down and have a break. Fantastic views here, all the way along this valley. But so far, the whole trip has just been spectacular, unbelievable.
Chai.
Is there any chance of a chai up there?
we've just had a really long climb up through the Jalauri Pass, and we've just come to the virtually the top of this mountain. And behind me is a temple to the goddess Kali. What they do here, a lot of them are coming to pay a pilgrimage. They'll come and ring the bell to signify they're here, and then about another 2 further kilometres up the road, there's a lake, and it's right on top of the mountain top. And we'll have a look over there in a bit. They've got some drums and instruments, and they come and make a pilgrimage. So they ring the bell, and then they'll go and make the way up to the lake, and then say their prayers and make their offerings. Amazing place. And the shops here are just like perched on top of this, either side of us, sheer drop, several hundred feet, just little roads just come through, and everybody is just like grabbing some food. And of course we've made a rest stop here as well now. We're going to have a break for lunch, but absolutely amazing place. And I don't know who seems the most curious, us or the locals, with each other. It's but all the way, I mean, the one thing that's amazed me, I mean, these mountain passes, it's hard to explain. We're on some seriously huge mountains, and yet there's so many people all the way around. There's buildings, there's people working. Whole communities just perched up here. It's amazing. And this is another perfect example. I mean, we really are several thousand feet up in the hills, and a little thriving village. Amazing stuff.
Very busy, sir.
Thanks,
So after they've done the ring the bells to signify they're here to the goddess Kali, the tiger's god, you can see how far they've got to go. They're walking up to this top of this mountain. It's unbelievable. There's a lake up there. It's an extinct volcano. You can see, I mean, we've come several thousand feet. There is a bus service here, but a lot of these have walked miles and miles up this mountain. And they've still got to go another 2 kilometres yet to do their. You can see it's quite a climb.
That's a village god from the local community.
Yeah.
And it's actually, I mean, the banner they are carrying, it's a monkey god. And that god belongs to a village, which is almost like just a few clicks from here.
Yeah.
And it's like a big deity in whole of the area. So today, God has been invited by some individual on his own expense because of his faith and belief to the nearby place, which is actually a lake on a mountain top, where he is going to give a huge massive feast to whole of the area. So thousands of people are going to go there. They will cook meal, and then this actually the way it happens. You saw the temple out there, which we just went. It is goddess Kali, and goddess Kali actually takes the sacrifice. So they will cut those goats. Yes, you saw this goat. I mean, dozens of goats they are going to cut down. So it's a big celebration time.
Is that for the feast then?
Yes. Hindu as a religion, we have like dozens of different classes. That's different, but 4 main classes. The lower class somehow, of course, I mean they can't touch the gods. They're kind of untouchables. It's there very much. I mean, legally it's not possible, but socially it's much more acceptable, especially in villages. So all those drum beaters you can see out there, they are from the lower class. They will just beat the drums and all, but they can't go close to the god. And the guy who is like touching this, he's from the very high class. To the extent, and I mean, the way he is doing things, touching it all around. So, I mean, of course, on top of the class, whatever you call it.
And you were saying,
so we have like priest, we have like Rajputs, we call them, they can touch. Then we have like all Shudras, we call them. Shudra is the guy who is actually from.
Do they bring a priest from their village with them?
This guy, it's a generation thing. Nobody else can be the priest. His family, who is the priest, it must be doing this from thousands of years, from generations, ages. And his family, now his son can only be the priest. If not his son, somebody from his blood.
magic day. We've had some flattish roads, some uphills with a bit of gravel, and of course when I got to the gravel, that's when I enjoyed it more. I'm not much of a tall man, and we were lucky enough to come across some festival that just happened while we had lunch, and then we had a steep downhill, which is kind of a stick it in first gear and pray. You didn't want to go too fast because it was really bumpy, but it was a lot of fun. And I think I went uphill quite fast, and Betty's run dry on me. So here we are. I think it's about 48 degrees Celsius. Without fuel, 7 hours of saddle sore bum. It's a good day, man.
And how come you're still waiting for fuel at the minute? So that's what's going on.
Well, apparently the guy decided it was too hot, so he went home. So he may come back, he may not. So what'll really annoy me is if I park the bike over there and he comes back, and of course this is India, so people just queue, and well, they don't queue, they just push in. And so I'm standing here, and I'll get fuel or I won't, you know. C'est la vie, it's the way of India, I suppose.
Yeah, the story goes, initially that was supposed to be a water tunnel for a power plant, but then plane changed. That usually happens, and now it's a traffic tunnel. And yes, that's another experience.
Okay, here's something for you botanical experts at home, and something you're certainly not going to see in the UK. Banks of it, just growing completely legally, completely wild, and it just grows everywhere. I mean, we're right opposite a tourist area, people are working down here, not even paying any attention to it. But I think the local constabulary would be having a field day if they saw this backyard. We've just arrived in Manali now at our guest house. I think it's called Manali, yes please. We'll check on that now. We're just going to check in and obviously wait for the rest of the crew on the bikes as well.
This keeps getting worse. I almost got hit by one of those Indian reliant robins. I was feeding a baboon and he ate my finger. Almost got hit by a car because I was riding on the wrong side of the street. The tunnel was the scariest thing I've ever done in my life. Yeah, terrifying, it was terrifying. And the traffic coming up here was a nightmare. Almost all of us ran out of clutches, but it was fun.
Yeah, it's making it without, you know, crashing. I mean, Jesus, the amount of near misses. I lost track after a while. It's like everybody's trying to kill you. But they don't care. It's not intentional. It's like the jungle's neutral. They just don't care. But it was a fun day. It was an enlightening day. I thought London traffic was bad, man. London traffic is nothing. This stuff's something else.
Well, what I'll never forget is coming downhill. Won't forget that. Yeah, that's the one thing. I know it was hard work, but it was nice going up in the morning through the pine forests and everything, but coming down that hill after we'd been up the top, just minding gear. So knackered you.
Well, it's been a long day. It's been very hot at times. Highlight, ice cream. 10 minutes later, paddling in the river. Definitely the highlight. But the biking was good. The roads were good. Did the most difficult stuff we've done to date. Steepest stuff. Good day.
Once got through that tunnel, it was that was probably the highlight of clearing the tunnel and hitting those roads where it was sort of 80-90 all the way, and it was cooled off a bit and actually enjoyed the ride.
That's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, that's what I came with. Yeah, very good. Very good. Tired now though.